G-Ratt style, baby.
Hey guys, I'm Jordan Jones, Relentless Angler, Relentless Mama Online. I'm out here with G-Ratt Baits. Garrett's over here getting the boat out. We are doing a little fishing for striper tonight in Colusa on the Sacramento River, so come along with us. So it's been a while since I've done just regular spin fishing. If you guys follow, you know I do a lot of fly fishing. My three boys do a lot of like spin fishing or bait casters and stuff, when my older one does. But this has been a while, but this like on a spin rod is what I grew up on, but with a bubble and a fly. So this is a little different. I haven't really thrown like big lures, like anything crazy like this, obviously. And then Garrett's kind of showing me a little bit more about all his baits and all the different things that he fishes with, lures, baits, all the things. I'm so used to flies, so I'm like, I'm probably jacking it up. Everyone's like, oh, you're the fishing girl. I'm like,
same thing.
Fly fishing, but yes, I do fishing too. So I'm excited too. I haven't actually caught a striper, so this will be really fun.
We're throwing that GB 100. This is
spoon in the front, make it like sink, or what is it?
Yeah, so that bill right there allows this bait to dive down and get very erratic. When I jerk it, it jerks left, right, left, right. This bait will dive about 8 foot. It dives a lot deeper than a lot of standard jerk baits. It comes with a Mustad size 4 hook, which is a great hook out of the package. You're not gonna bend those hooks out. Super durable, super strong. We got it in 17 colors. It's a badass bait.
Like, how did G-Ratt come about? Like, tell me how this became your baby, or tell me a little bit about it earlier. And I thought it was such a cool story.
My story started kind of rough. If you want the truth, I was an alcoholic and I got in a lot of trouble, and I decided to quit drinking and sober up, which has been 14 years now. Getting sober was probably it was the best thing I ever did, but then getting into the building the baits helped me stay sober.
Trading one addiction in for another. Right?
Yeah, right.
Like for a healthy addiction, if we laugh. When I was in rehab when I was younger, it was all teenagers. And one of the best things they did for all of us, and I always tell parents this when they're like, oh, I'm debating on sending my kid to a program or whatever. I'm like, get them into something outdoors. One of the reasons I got into fishing, like later into fly fishing, was it was a super healthy escape for me. But I love about your story. I think it's really rad. And what you're building. Like, it's become huge, which is so cool.
It's not just me. There's a lot of people out there that help, grow the business and make the business. Me and my buddy Johnny Pearl and a couple other boys used to throw some custom baits. I got an opportunity to learn how to build those baits. And the first bait that I started on was the Sneaky Pete. We used to just sell the handcrafted ones for a couple years, and then we'd take them to the shows down in Sacramento and realized that there was a little more demand than I could produce. So I had to figure out how to get it to China and get some factories behind me. And we went into iCast. Shoot, I think the first one was in 2015 or 16.
The one where you had 500, you brought 500 your first show?
No, that was the Sacramento ISC show. We brought about 500 sneakies and we sold them all in like 2 days. That's when we realized, okay, it's time to step it up and go overseas. We were nervous because if it didn't work, we're gonna hang this thing up and be done and go back to regular life and regular work. And it worked. And it was like, wow, like this is really happening, right? So then we downsized and came out with a 5-inch, like a 5 3/4 inch version, which is our Pistol Pete. And then after we produced that one and it did well, the next year we're like, well, we need a bigger one. So then we came out with a 10-inch bait, our Papa Pete. We had great success doing so. After that, we came out with like our little thin swim, and we started producing thin swims, which we ended up diversifying that into a couple sizes. It just kind of kept evolving and kept, growing it. Then I got working with one of our partners, Gary Collins, over in Lake County, and he built the Executioner, and it was such a hit, and we knocked it out of the park with it so well. We're like, dude, we can't have this in just a 6-inch, so we had to go 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, and a 7-inch. So now we have all 4 sizes, and then we needed a top hook model. So we have 5 different models in that now. I mean, started with 8 SKUs, and now we got like 300, probably another 50 more new ones coming this year. We're gonna release at iCast. We got that Steve Kennedy series Sneaky Pete coming that's designed to Steve's specifications. That's gonna be a huge plus. We got scales, mouth, gill patterns going on all 3 sizes, the pistol, sneakies, and papas. So those are coming.
To me, I'm like, I want to know what the brand is about. I want to know who's behind it. I want to know what you built, why you love it, the people that you work with.
My partner Clay Kawita has been a huge part of the deal. He's someone that also showed me a little bit of, some way to market yourself and do stuff like this and collab with people and like yourself. Fishing saved my life, man. Fishing and building saved my life. And people that know me know I would have been in prison my whole life because I landed myself there once, and I would have lived in and out of prison or probably died, you know. I was already sober 8 or 9 years when I had my son, but when I had him, then I really had to step up, and I'm like, okay, I could do this and make that, but I really got to take this to provide for him. So like being sober and having kids kind of molded me to who I am, you know, and fishing lures, of course. G-Ratt Baits, baby. Hold it and pop.
Oh,
there, you're on. She's on. She's on.
Okay.
She's on. There we go.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jordan?
Oh my gosh.
Put that UV100 on. You're cranking. Big crank on. When you get it up, get it up.
Bigger than the trout I'm used to.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, and right into the boat. That a girl.
Yeah.
There we go. You bet. Little GB100. Let's get a little line out right here. Jordan, the relentless angler, coming through with a nice one. Do whatever you're gonna do.
It's my first striper. Hell yeah. On G-Ratt Baits, baby. Ah!
That's what's up.
Is this a releaser or keeper?
You can keep it.
I want tacos.
It'll keep.
So one day I want to put a sleeve on my left arm. And one of the things I want to put is a picture of my dad and my boys fishing. And so just like him out there, like I've still yet to outfish my dad. He's like a fly and a freaking bubble. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like this old tackle box, like nothing's really new. It's kind of like all old shit. And he still just like outfishes everybody, like, and love it. But yeah, and then taking my boys and watching him teach them too with me, it's been really, really, this is my favorite thing.
Here we go, right here, folks. GB100s, Sacramento River. We're on. Oh, good talk.
Yeah.
That one will probably keep with some tacos. Maybe. We'll see. She's gonna make 18, but it should. So right there. Let's not get the hooks in my hands. GB100. Oh, nice little striper. GB100 jerkbait, the trout smolt color right now. All this salmon smolt and baby smolt that has been released, our trout smolt color mimics that bait fish perfectly, and I'll tell you right now, you can't keep it out of their mouth. Remember that one. Here we go, jerkbait fishing, GB100s. Show.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a nice one right there, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, right there. Boom. GB100. I knew where some fish were. Tried to catch them in some spots where I knew there wasn't going to be a lot of boats, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to join the party. We came to where the party's at, and now we're going to crash this party. G-Ratt style, baby.
Woo! Oh,
What was that?
is that your real rod? Was that a rod? Or just a fluid?
Yeah, it was.
No.
You guys won't believe this. We were sitting right here. I had my jerkbait out there letting it troll. A fish just grabbed it and ripped it all the way out of the back of the boat, gone into the bottom of the river.
That's
Holy cow. I had it just sitting out there trolling. I didn't have my hand on it. Well, we know they want a bite. Big Mike, Salmon Sac River. Anybody that's looking for a guided salmon fishing trip on the Sacramento River, you plug Salmon Sac River. Look, he's got 4 clients in the boat right now. That's my dude. I'm gonna talk to you about Mike a little bit. So Mike's been on this river since he's been a young boy like I have. He's been laying it down for years. He's probably one of the best guys on this river, him and Dave Jacobs. I'd credit both of all their success in the world too. And those guys are sticks right there. You put them, you go with Mike Rasmussen, Salmon Sac River, and I'll tell you right now, your boat will be loaded with fish before you know it. That's money well spent right there. That's my boy. Big Mike, you have a good night, big dog. Just thinking, nice and easy. Look at you bringing it in the boat.
fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Right side of the boat, people out in open water. Yep. We're gonna just take down and put it right in. Here we go. Little dog. Good job. Solid. Look how deep. Look how deep dude ate it. Look at that. You guys tell me. You tell me and Jordan right now. Do they like G-Ratt baits? Because we call it choking it right there. When they eat that bait like that, that's when you know you got the right color on. When your color's getting eaten like this, you know you've done something right, and that's what we're after. We having fun now. Now G-Money, relax.
Now you feel better?
Now I feel better. I don't have to worry. I don't have to pray. Life's good now, dude. Like we got
this. Chill.
Real. Yep. Look at that rod band. That's that Douglas LRS.
Oh,
Size 27, 24. Flip that baby in. Flip that baby out of feet. There's another nice one. Good job, Jordan.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about, girl.
Heck yeah.
Get some.
Little line.
We're good. Right there. Why don't you come show off that jerk
Pull
bait?
that out yet or not?
Oh, we're gonna leave it in there so people can see. That's the white lightning, guys.
That's
That's chartreuse. White, that color has just been awesome all year long. Anything with a little chartreuse and a little white, it's been like a real good go-to. So G-Ratt Baits.
Yeah.
Straight to the top.
White
That's for
lightning.
Guida.
This is the money.
You guys catching them? Chozo? You'll get them. I already know what you're gonna say.
I know what.
Yeah.
They're not using a G-Ratt bait. Like we've been fresh up, no?
Okay, we're doing it. GB100 size. We're gonna get a big one here at some point tonight. This is just getting us warmed up, testing the waters. We get a good one on our hands, we're really gonna have some fun. All right, another one, GB100, nice stripers. Oh, when you're hot, you're hot.
Maybe not.
Pretty good.
What's these pockets?
Pretty good. There's another one, Jordan, on the GB100 right there, you guys. Sacramento River, springtime, late April. We're out here, we got an overcast day, pressure's a little low, water's warm. It's kind of 62, 63 degrees. We got muggy overcast skies. That's days when these stripers love to bite. I told them earlier, it felt like a day we're just gonna absolutely catch them at some point, and we sure are catching them. So good job, Jordan.
Yeah. Another good one. Jesus.
Bow, baby. Bow, baby. G-Ratt Baits.
Thank you. That was fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's keep catching them.
She gone. No, real. She won. No, real. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yay. Am I stuck? Watch me be stuck.
I think you might be snagged. You're stuck. Hey, that's good video anyway.
You can use it later.